today. The moon continues in Capricorn. It went into Capricorn Sunday morning just before 10 a.m. Pacific time. So we've got this energy, this vibe of planning and getting organized. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro vibe for Monday, October 27th. And today's Capricorn moon is an invitation to think about planning and getting organized and getting the ground beneath you, getting your stuff together so that you are ready to move forward. And it's our opportunity to get organized and create the structures that are going to be our guideposts going forward. So think about where you need a little bit of organizing, a little bit of planning, putting some things on your schedule, or making a list for yourself, or organizing things in your physical space. Any of those things could be helpful and work well with this Capricorn moon energy. We are almost at first quarter. First quarter, that 1/4 of the way through the current moon cycle that began with the Libra new moon. So we're in this Libra moon cycle doing the work, the themes of relationship, partnership. And so focusing on how you get along with others, how to bridge divides and mitigate conflict and find common ground with people you don't necessarily agree with, or even if it's your intimate partner, it could be something that you need to work through. And relationships show up in many different forms in our lives. So, where the relationship work is showing up for you may vary. But again, we're doing the hard work of what it looks like and what it means to work together effectively with other people, right? It's a challenge. And Libra sounds really nice, right? It's it's that energy of peace and harmony and cooperation, but to really reach those deeper places of our true potential for real harmony, there is work involved, right? Peace is a dynamic process. There's not one destination that you reach where everything is solved. Rather, it's that seesaw, that balance back and forth of, okay, now we need a little bit more of this, but now at a different time, maybe we need to do something different. So doing that challenging work of being yourself in the context of relationship and bringing your authentic self to be present with another person and work through whatever it is you are working to accomplish with someone else. So, friend, business partner, peer, colleague, romantic partner, whatever it may be. So we're in that Libra moon cycle, and today's Capricorn moon is, again, waxing. So we're just about almost to that first quarter. And as the moon enters Aquarius, it will form a square with the Scorpio moon, making that half full moon that happens at first quarter. So we're in the Capricorn moon, and we want to think about how to get ourselves organized so that we can better, more effectively do the work of making our relationships better, working more effectively in partnership, cooperating with others, collaborating with others, whatever that looks like. So, how do you need to get organized? And it might be making a list of the people you want to reach out to maybe reconnect with or deepen a friendship or a partnership with. Or it could be putting a tea date on your calendar with somebody you've been meaning to connect with, but thinking about how you can get organized around how you want to think ha- productively and in terms of the positive possibilities for relationships. So we also have Mercury now reaching the final degrees of Scorpio. And Mercury and Mars have been coming together in a conjunction in Scorpio. Last week it was exact. Now they are beginning to move apart. But they're still about 4 degrees from one another. So that's their energies are still very influential on one another. So as as Mercury reaches, it's today at 28 degrees Scorpio, most of the day anyway. The we have this alignment that is being activated as Mercury gets ready to go into Sagittarius, forming the fourth point of the six-pointed star, the grand sextile, which is not all filled in, but we do have 3 points of the grand sextile filled in by outer planets. So, again, this is a significant defining alignment of the years. It lasts for years, and so the time period we are in is influenced by this alignment, is really defined by this alignment, and I've written about it in blog posts on my member site, transformationalastrology.com, looking at the planetary alignments for 2025, so you can read more about it there. But we're looking at Mercury, which moves fairly quickly, activating what's called a cradle. So we have now 3 sextiles, with Mercury making a sextile to Pluto, Pluto making a sextile to Neptune, Neptune making a sextile to Uranus. I guess technically that's the wrong order. I should say Uranus is making a sextile to Neptune because Uranus is moving more quickly, but you guys will forgive me for that technical detail. Okay, anyway, the point is that we have 3 sextiles forming this cradle alignment, and it's also Mercury moving into an opposition with Uranus. So that opposition highlights the difference between our higher mind and our everyday communication. So there is a need to slow down and allow our everyday communication to connect those bigger picture ideas. So, the things we are really thinking that are hard to put into words, if we take a step back and allow that energy to move through, we can find the right words to express some consciousness shifting ideas, some things that are in our experience, but a little bit harder to put into words. We also have that outer planet double sextile being activated. So, really, themes of what do you want, because there is support here. And so, when you get a gift, right, something that you weren't expecting, what are you going to do with it? How are you going to use it? How are you going to use whatever is showing up in your life to because it's here to support you. And so look for where the hidden resources may be, the hidden opportunities, the things that you might overlook because you're not paying attention. And those might be opportunities to bring something that you want to manifest into your life, to shift your own perspective or consciousness. The Mercury opposite Uranus is also itself a consciousness shifting alignment. So it's helping us tap into a bigger picture of thought and some ideas that really can pop in, the insights that can pop in from out of the blue. And that Mercury in Scorpio and that deep, watery, emotional place of Scorpio connecting with Uranus in Gemini, right, until Mercury goes into Sagittarius, it's still in Scorpio. So bringing in that higher idea, that higher levels of thinking and how something that we might feel is finding a word, some words, some way to express it, and working with those words and language and communication to, and that could contribute also to relationships, because how important is communication to a healthy relationship and to the ability to create that ongoing sense of harmony or ability to work together. So lots going on, but take that step back to look for those opportunities, those hidden possibilities, those gifts that may be there that you might overlook if you aren't paying attention. Focus on getting organized, putting things in place, focusing on structures and getting a plan for yourself. And that's what I have to share with you today. Thank you so much for being here and for subscribing to this YouTube channel. I appreciate your support, and it makes a huge, huge difference. So thank you. And to be even more, to offer even more support, check out my member site, transformationalastrology.com. I'm so, so grateful to those of you who have signed up for a free, but especially for a paid membership there. That really supports my work, and I am working on more lunar nodes classes, so more on that to come, and I'll have more for you very soon. So stay tuned. Check out transformationalastrology.com, and you can book a reading at astrologyheals.com. I will see you next time. Bye for now.